Michael Burt here. Had a big day this morning. I spoke to Churchill Mortgage. Everybody needs a coach in life. Then went to a luncheon with the governor of Tennessee. But today I'm talking about something on the Super Coach Show that, man, is important. And the topic is your potential has an expiration date on it. You know, it occurred to me that so many people are just not interested in their own potential, you know, and why would you not be interested in your own potential? I look at it this way. God's gift to you is your potential. Your gift back is activating that potential. But millions of people are disinterested in their potential. They just don't know how to activate it. They don't know how to make it happen. So today on the Super Coach, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show, we're getting ready to go into the studio right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how your potential needs your attention. It needs your energy. It needs your focus. It needs you to excel at it. I'm not a guy that says just chase your passion. You know, find your bliss. You need to excel at your passion. You need to go out there and be great at your passion. You need to really get serious about it. So today on the show, what we're going to do, if you get to see the studio, is we're going to be talking about some different subjects here. Just to give you an example on some of the subjects we're going to talk about. What is potential? You know, what is it? I remember when mamas and dads used to bring their daughters to me when I was a high school basketball coach, and they'd say, Coach, my daughter's got all this, what? Potential. And I would say, have you ever sat down and explained to your daughter what potential is? Potential is kinetic energy that's stored until utilized. It's this idea of embryonic growth. We'll be better today than we were yesterday. We'll be better tomorrow than we are today. That we'll never stop getting better. And so your potential needs a lot of things. It needs your attention. It needs your energy. It needs your usage. It needs your honing. It needs you growing of it. It needs your acceleration. It needs to be nourished. And without a good coach, here's the deal. You may not even see your own potential. You don't even know you have potential until somebody, a good coach, comes along and says you can do this. And so we're going to talk about how talent is without any meaning whatsoever without activation of potential. Your talent is of no use unless you take action on it. So your potential does have an expiration date on it. I'm going to talk about how you activate your potential. So let's say you're sitting out there today and you know that you have more gas in the tank, man, but you cannot figure out how to get it out. It's like, man, you're frustrated. Frustration is just misguided enthusiasm. So I'm going to talk about on the show today how you activate your potential. I'm going to give you three very strong ways in how you exert your potential. Then I'm going to talk about how to grieve your lost potential. And this is something from my buddy Grant Cardone, who said this in Mexico when we were down there at the 10X seminar. He said what he was really grieving over all of those years was his lost potential. You'll grieve a lot of things, man. You'll grieve the loss of your cell phone. You'll grieve the loss of getting to somewhere late. What you ought to be grieving is the total loss of your potential. You go home at the end of the day knowing that you didn't put it all on the table, knowing that you didn't leave it on there. And then I'm going to end up the show with how your potential does have an expiration date on it. We only get one human life, one shot at this. So every day you go out there is an opportunity to exert your potential, to go out there and become something. At the end of your life, the last thing you want to have is this regret. Man, it's a big regret I'm going to share with you. I could have, I should have, I was capable of, but I just didn't do it, man. That's a pitiful regret to have. I could have, I was capable of, I should have, knew I should, but I just didn't act on it. And at the end of your life, you don't want to have that regret. So I want you to tune in to Super Coach today. It comes on every week, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're in Central Standard Time Zone, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm getting ready to cut the show live in about 10 minutes at 3 Eastern. If you have questions for me, tweet them to @Micheal Burt, Micheal, because everybody needs a coach in life. And if you want me to answer some of your questions about potential, like why do some people have it, some people don't? Why do some people act on it, some people don't? Today's Super Coach is for you. And if you have someone that you know has more potential, get them in front of their computer at 3 o'clock today, witnation.com, Super Coach. Get them in front of the computer because this show could be the catalyst flipping this baby around. I'm Coach Micheal Burt, Super Coach. See you in just a little bit.